Um, Good evening. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening. I hope you're all doing well and had a great day. My name is Christine Wambiru. I am the content manager at SheHacks. Glad to have you here.
Thanks, Wambiru. My name is Maria. I basically do communications for SheHub. And Nancy does program. She's the programs lead. So the one who comes up with all of the programs for you guys and runs a campus initiative. So I can't wait to hear her explain what she plans on doing next year and what they've already done within the campuses.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We have quite a number of people. I think we're around 7 for the leadership team at SheHacks. I'll just dive into what I wanted us to discuss today. So first I'll give a brief history about the SheHacks campus program. Maria, maybe you can help me admit people. I would appreciate. So okay, thank you. So like I've said, my name is Nancy, the programs lead. I think I have met most of you, if not all of you, maybe not personally, but we have been in contact because mostly you'll talk to me or Maria most times when you're trying to reach SheHacks. So SheHacks has been, is a community of women in cybersecurity here in Kenya. And we've had amazing growth over the past few years. So it's been, I think if you were able to attend our Hackfest, which happened, I think 2 weeks ago at KCA, we still have more events coming up. So I'll talk mostly about the campus program, since that's why we wanted to have this call. So the campus program was founded officially 2020. That's when we declared that we're having this program as SheHacks. And the gap behind it basically was we wanted to support the university students and colleges, right? But to be able to acquire cybersecurity skills, cybersecurity knowledge. And again, so we deliberated on how best to go about it, because there are so many colleges right now, so many universities, which would be like the best approach to go about it. So the gap that we saw mostly was around maybe 2 main groups. The first group being maybe you're a student, you have an idea of what cybersecurity entails. Maybe you've done it as part of a unit you have, maybe you've done like YouTube videos and all that, and you would want to gain more skills, you'd want to gain more knowledge in cybersecurity. So that was one group we noted. The second group is for people who have no idea what cybersecurity is all about, right? Maybe you've like seen it in movies, maybe you've seen people talk about it, you've had a discussion around cybersecurity as a career, but you don't know how do I get started, right? So you might even be someone, you're not taking a technical degree. Maybe you don't even like have like major IT skills, but you still want to do cybersecurity. So checking these two groups, that's when SheHacks launched the campus program officially 2020. It was COVID season, so mostly what we did was remotely. We had boot camps remotely. And from then, SheHacks, the campus program has like grown a lot. So the approach that we took was we decided to select campus ambassadors in the different universities that we want to partner with and support. And from that, we had, I think that was the very first application we had. so many applicants, so many people applied to be ambassadors. And we did screening, we reached out to them. And yeah, COVID came, everything was shut down. So for 2020, we didn't get to do much, maybe physically. Mostly we had just boot camps, 1 week boot camp, 2 weeks boot camp. But yeah, that was it. That's how She Hacks, the campus program, actually started. So 2021 came. The barriers are not that bad. So then we started getting very liberal, because that's the time we started launching officially, like we have. So we chose ambassadors. Again, let me just highlight that we don't have a limit. Like we need to have like 5 ambassadors in every school. For us, what matters is, are you able to work as a team? You might decide you feel better working as 7 people. You might decide you feel better working as 3 people. So for us, really, we won't have a limit that, for example, for University of Nairobi, we want specifically 5 ambassadors. So we decided having ambassadors was the first step, right? Identifying students. You don't have to have like vast knowledge in cybersecurity, but the passion should be there, because as an organization, that's the support that we'll be able to provide, the materials, the resources, the opportunities. So we had that. And like I said, having ambassadors was one step. So the second step was creating cybersecurity clubs, because we felt from this, it's not possible for us to visit each and every university. Universities are quite many. So we figured having cybersecurity clubs and having our ambassadors as leaders to these clubs, that's where the catch is. Because for one, as an organization, we not just emphasize on having the technical skills and then you're good, because for anyone in tech, it's more than that. You need the non-technical skills as well, which is something that She Hacks also, like if you check our YouTube videos, or if you have attended the previous sessions, previous trainings we've had, we'll also have a blend of everything, technical bit and non-technical bit, which is also very important. So so we started creating cybersecurity clubs. We identified ambassadors, 5, 7, regardless of the team. Again, this was dependent on if the school already has a club, we would take in the club as part of She Hacks. So I remember was most Masinde Muliro University, they already had a cybersecurity club, which was, I would say, they had support from the school, but not as much. But the students were there, they were hungry for information, the numbers were there. So that's what we took in as She Hacks, and decided we'll have you as part of our campus program, and this is the support that we are providing. So so we started, that was 2020, it has grown. This year we're closing the year at 40 universities that we are supporting. So we are not in Nairobi alone. We are in Coast, we are in Meru, we are in Kabarak. I know we have Kabarak University. We have, so name it. We have we are supporting universities like all over. So the reason I wanted us to have this call, that was just a breakdown of what the campus program has been all about. So someone might ask, what are some of the benefits per se I would get being part of this? So this comes in like two ways, of course. If you have a cybersecurity club, this is also the aim for this call is also to create awareness, because people reach out to me, I don't have a club, or don't ask to create a club, but there are clubs already in the different universities. So I just figured we have this call to streamline that. And also I'm aware from 20 last year, well, okay, we understand sometimes there are ambassadors who are 4th years, right? So once you know you're about to complete your studies, what we do is we take referral from the current ambassador to give a referral for someone who would be able to lead the team or people who would be able to take the team forward. So that way, you also get to be part of a legacy at your school. So yeah, so if you're a 4th year, no worries. What's important is ensure that, especially in your final year, or if you know you're about to complete school, make sure you have a team that you have modeled to actually see this forward, because again, that's the goal. Also, I'll mention we don't do this alone. We don't do this as She Hacks alone. We have partnered with various organizations for this support to come into place, like Microsoft, Safaricom. We've also been able to partner with various organizations. I'll mention like a collaboration for Cyber Shuja, for example. We've also been able to create partnerships with financial institutions, basically to help students be able to land internships, because as She Hacks, we don't hire, but we can help you land opportunities. So again, being part of this is not in vain, because again, you're in school to get a job and get money and, you know, be able to finance yourself, which is like the end goal. So that's for one. Secondly, I also wanted to retaliate that we have sessions. We have online sessions that happen every Tuesday of every week. So we call them campus edition sessions. What I mean by that is we mostly host students. If you're a student, you just pick a topic, a cybersecurity topic that you feel you don't have to be like pro version at it, but to just adequately prepare. You just pick, you know, just something you feel you'd want to share with the entire campus community. So we we introduced those sessions here because we wanted to bring together the entire campus students, like students from Embu, students from Coast. They can be able to interact with students from Nairobi, for example. So the Tuesday sessions, we have a form that is always open so that you can always sign up for a session. It's a session that will guide you through. Personally, I'll be there, like from the start, preparation and slides and all that, giving you guidance. If you've never done a session, this is your opportunity, because this is the thing about we want to give you guys a platform to sell your name, because again, you can be really good behind the screens, but no one knows you. No one knows you can do this. So the only thing that She Hacks is giving you is the platform, but it's your name that you're selling. So of course, if you take up a topic and you want to do a training, you'll definitely be very thorough, because these sessions are on YouTube. So you don't want, and let me just share something that has happened this year. We've had instances of students doing sessions, not even technical sessions, theoretical sessions, but doing them really nicely. And people reaching out to us, like, this student did a session, can I get their number? Can you please connect me to them? So like this, it's still on our YouTube page. It was a session on cloud security, an intro session. It was introduction. nothing technical, but she did it very nicely, like the delivery. It was her first session, but how she did it was just so impressive. And I had the best industry experts reach out and be like, I would love to have contact with this lady because I have something I'm working on and I know she would benefit. So as SheHacks, we are happy to give you that platform. Also, before someone asks me, SheHacks is not for ladies alone. For our programs, that is, we support both ladies and gents per se. So I know someone will ask me why we don't have HeHacks. But that was the drive behind the organization. But for our programs, we really want to bring that out, that it's very important to know how to work together with others. But Davina, I've just explained that why we didn't change it to HeHacks, it's SheHacks, because that was the initiative, the main drive behind the organization. But for our programs, we have both men and ladies. So I don't know if there are questions, maybe as I proceed. But yeah, so that is it. We have the Tuesday sessions. Also, I'll mention we have, there are two main events that SheHacks does, physical events. Though COVID season, we had them virtually, but we have Hackfest that happened, I think like 1-2 weeks ago. We have Hackfest, which is a cybersecurity conference that mainly brings enthusiasts, people, professionals, students together in one room. And our Hackfest was like really, really a buzz this year. We also have the Intra-varsity Con. What I mean by the Intra-varsity Con is whereby we bring together different universities. We train you, and then we can give you like a CTF, like what we did this year, I think around July. We had an Intra-varsity Con at KCA University. We had around 15 universities in attendance. So there were trainings, full day trainings. Okay, meals were provided, of course. We had full day trainings. We gave them a CTF to compete against one another, and then there are awards later. And then we had day 2 for the final training. So we want to continue having more of that moving forward from next year. And actually from next year, we'll have more programs outside Nairobi. So again, a very important key, something I really wanted to have that in the loop because I know our ambassadors are on this call, maybe from outside Nairobi. So yeah, we will hopefully visit your university next year. But again, communication has to be streamlined because and has to be done like before time. So I'll answer the next question around how does SheHack support students? So for one, I have mentioned about the sessions, giving you a platform to showcase what you know, giving you a platform to actually meet industry experts and, be in the same room with them to network and meet these people. So that's one, giving you a platform. SheHacks will give you that. Also, something else that we are able to provide, we give support. And what I mean by that, there are times that students, as part of SheHacks cybersecurity clubs, students will organize a CTF like we had at Nyeri, I think like last month. I don't know if Mark is in this call, but as the cybersecurity ambassadors from that university, they decided to create a CTF just to engage their students, and we were able to provide awards for that. We are able to provide guidance and all these things. So SheHacks basically will give support By this, I'm saying that there are schools, for example, schools are different, and it's not always that the administration will be very happy to give you guys rooms, to give you projectors. So as SheHacks, you are able to come in as the intermediate, right? Because again, as I mentioned, as we do these partnerships, it's between us. The school is fully aware of what is happening. So we make this official. That's why I think maybe if you have been following our pages, you'll see that we have club launch, we have launched at MMU, we have launched at Azitech. What that does is just to make it fully aware and put it out there that this partnership is on between SheHacks and the university. So we are there to provide, to help you in case you face any blockers, in case you realize you don't be meeting, you don't have rooms, you don't be meeting, maybe you want to make the club official, but there's like so many steps with the administrative bit of it. We are able to come in as an organization and help with that. Also, we do campus visits from time to time. As like I mentioned, next year we'll do more of that because we are working on amazing stuff, let me say. I would say we'll do that next year in collaboration with some of the biggest brands. I'm not sure if I should say them now, but moving forward, we'll start doing more campus visits, even outside Nairobi, like I mentioned. Also, another thing that SheHacks will be able to provide is opportunities. So like I said, SheHacks does not hire. We don't offer jobs. We don't have internships as an organization, but what we can do is help you get one. For one, that would work through referrals because the entire team at SheHacks, our community, our network is vast. We have some of the industry bests, not some, I would say all. And it's easier for us. And someone said your network is your net worth. So trust me, knowing people counts. Knowing people in rooms counts. So you're able to give you referrals, right? Also, if you're an ambassador, of course, feel free to have that on your CV, on your bio, to have us as referrals. If you feel if you're an ambassador, of course, and how best that works is, of course, you have to be very active, right? You have to be in full awareness of who you are, what you're doing, which school, because again, we don't want to be given a call and then you're being asked, do you know this person? And then it's just dazed, like, I don't know who that person is, but they have in their CV. So again, we can only do so much, really. So that's another thing. For example, for Cyber Shujaa, actually wanted to emphasize on that. Applications closed. So if you are here and maybe you applied for Cyber Shujaa and you would want to get a referral from SheHacks, we are happy to do that. But like I said, again, being part of this team, don't just be part of the team, be proactive in like taking up sessions. If it's your team, your cybersecurity club, if you have ideas, you reach out to us, tell us, but we're thinking as a school, we want to have this and that. We are thinking we have this idea. What do you guys think? Or how do you guys feel you can support us? And that's a discussion that SheHacks is always happy to have. So like the Cyber Shujaa program, for example, for the past 2 cohorts, we have referred, I think, like more than 50% of the students who graduated were referrals from SheHacks. So I know the graduation will be on 30th, if I'm not wrong, and we'll be there. If you're graduating, congratulations. Sometimes I'll even, other times I have not like personally met you, or you've not met anyone from SheHacks like physically, but we see your work, we see what you're doing, you know. So I have met people at graduations, these cybersecurity graduations, and someone is like, oh, it's me, you gave me a referral, you know, and I've never met you like physically. So your work and how active and proactive you are really speaks to us. Not only myself, I mean the entire SheHacks lead team. So very important. We'll also, coming next year, we'll also be able to start giving referrals for internships. Again, let me just reiterate that for the referrals, we're not saying like we are sure 100% will get it, but it just gives you an upper hand than just someone who sent a CV or someone who just applied for the program, or just someone, you know, like for cybersecurity for internship. So that means is they'll give you an upper hand. They'll like really, you know, focus on what you have submitted and not just screen you and that's it. So yeah, so that's some of the things we are able to offer. Also, I remember like last year, we also be able to give you opportunities to trainings. Like last year, we had partnered with Zumarok, an organization from Nigeria. And they were having a training, which is like normally paid. But from the partnership we were able to have that training for free. So we were able to offer that to our community for free. So again, like I've said, this is very beneficial for students. Myself, a lot even shy away from saying that. I think even Wambiru, Maria, we've all grown actually from SheHacks. SheHacks gives you the platform to like really grow your name, your skills. You get to meet people who like really matter when it comes to work and opportunities. So that's just some of the things that I had in mind to share, but I wanted to hear maybe what you guys feel. I know we have quite a team here, people who have attended. Maybe you don't even have a cybersecurity club in your school, or maybe you have been part of SheHacks for a while. So I would love to hear what you guys think, your feedback, ideas you might have, any way you feel like SheHacks would support students more moving forward. So I think I'll just open the floor to that. Yeah. Okay, let me see. So a volunteering program. Well, for volunteering, I would say mostly we would ask or we would need volunteers when it comes to physical events. But maybe Wambiru, I don't know if you would shed more light on that, because I've had like quite a number of people asking if they can be volunteers, and I'm not sure how I should go about it. So Wambiru.
It depends, because most times if we are looking for people who can volunteer to anything that we are holding, then we mostly look at the SheHacks main WhatsApp group. So I think the first step is for you to join the SheHacks WhatsApp group, and then you're going to be able to see these different opportunities where you can chip in wherever you can.
Okay. So I hope that answers that question. Because we also get to share job opportunities. So let me see the text. What are the eligibility requirements for one to be an ambassador? For one to be an ambassador, maybe our greatest concern would be if you have a passion, you want you have a passion for cybersecurity. For us, that's what matters. Because, for example, like I remember when we did screening for 2021, that transition, we had like very genuine people who wanted to be ambassadors, but someone tells you, I have no interest in cybersecurity, I want to do like machine learning. So again, that makes you not eligible, because everything that SheHacks is offering is cybersecurity majored, right? Also, I should have mentioned something, that after we create the cybersecurity clubs, I mentioned about being able to help you get support from the school, right? From the school administration. So for that, what our students, what our clubs have been doing is, as a team, you decide the day that you'll be having meetings as yourselves, right? Because again, this for one gives us a very nice opportunity for us to visit, to find you guys in action, doing your thing. But also it helps the team to grow, the cybersecurity team. So you pick as a team the day, if you have a club already, if you don't have a club, the day you have a club, right? So you pick, maybe you'll be having sessions every Monday, 2 to 3 or 2 to 5 or 2 to 4, or like Friday 3 to 5. You just pick a time. We don't dictate that, because we understand different schools have different timetables and rules and all that. So for us, the only thing that we would require is to know which day you have decided on, right? We have decided as students from Maseno, we have decided we want to have, we will be having our sessions every Thursday, maybe 3 to 5, for example. What I mean by sessions is, once you have a team, let's say the leadership team, you're around 3 or maybe or 5 or 7, and you decide, now we want to make this club active, we'll be meeting every day Thursday 3 to 5. So the next question is, what will we be meeting to do? Basically, to share with one another, right? You can decide to start with the basics, introduction to cybersecurity. What are the different paths? What are the different domains in cybersecurity and all that? And it's from that, you'll continue to create awareness, even in your school. And from that, you'll have the team grow. And something that I always encourage on is, as ambassadors or as leaders, you don't have to do or lead the sessions yourself every other time, right? You can have, because there are students, that's a thing I can attest. There are students who are not even part of a club, who'll be behind the curtains and all that, but they're really good. They have something to share. So again, this was a model we improvised, because we wanted you as ambassadors to also get leadership skills. I'll be very honest. I have been to an interview, I think around June or May, around there, and I went for an interview. It was a manager, security manager role. And the entire time, okay, there were the technical questions and all that, but something that like really stood out for them is what I have been able to do at SheHacks. You can downplay it, like, it's just ambassadorship, it's just, but if once you are able to like be part of this and now sell what you have, you're not just part of the team, but you're able to share, you're able to take up sessions, you're able to do like the Tuesday sessions, like I mentioned. Because like when you decide, for example, I want to do a session, intro to cloud security, for example, you want to do it for the Tuesday sessions, and we host you as SheHacks, we'll do the poster, that's what sells you. You post that on your social media, and the word that goes out there is, this person can actually do this thing. This person is called Samuel Kamwar, I can see you on call. and this person is actually good at cloud security. And that's how you start. Honestly, I think I can see a few testimonials on chat. Let me just continue checking. So Bridget, those are the requirements. Those are like the main requirements. And it's not like time tasking. Don't feel like this will interfere with your classes and all that. Hacks will not be on your neck. Like, why are you not doing this? Are you know, that kind of thing. No, not at all. For us, what matters to us as an organization is you students to benefit. Like you fully benefit from the program. Hacks campus ambassador for 2 years, grown for forever grateful. Yes, John. Actually, I think everyone in the team, the Hacks team knows John. I think that's someone I would give a referral with no hesitation. So John has been our lead at ZTech, and right now I just see on Twitter he's been invited for talks to do trainings, and I'm just like very happy. We're proud of you, John. John Muga from Maseno would also like to be an ambassador. So let me just share a form here, just a minute. And I'm still open to questions and suggestions, especially suggestions moving forward. So for this form, you'll just fill it in. This is to, okay, wait a minute. Link, yeah. So this form will just help me to have a broader sight on everyone who has attended this session. So there's just a couple of questions, your name, your email, and then so that first link that I have shared, just to help me get a full brief on who has been able to join us today. Also, I added an option for if you're like new, you'd want to have like a campus team in your school. You can reach out to me after that. So let me see. Going through the chats. So John, maybe you can fill in that, and I'll send you an email personally, and we can. So John and Bridget, Egerton and Maseno. I know we had a team from Maseno, but I'll connect you to them. So how do we meet and get in touch with the program? Raphael, maybe you can explain what you mean by that. Maybe you can tell me which school you're from or something, just something to get me going, be able to answer that question. Please share the WhatsApp group link. I don't know. Maria, I don't know, because I don't know if the main She Hacks group with anyone who can join. But I think I'll leave that to Maria and Wambiru to decide.
Hi.
Yeah.
So the main She Hacks group is full at the moment, but we have a Telegram group that does exactly what the WhatsApp group does. So I can put a link for that.
Yeah. Share the Telegram group. Good job being a former She Hacks ambassador. Has really grown. We're proud of you, Fraser. Someone else would be happy to give referrals for. How about leaders of pre-existing clubs? So Anthony, what you'll do is just fill in that form, and I'll be able to reach out to you because I think I have your email. I think there's a time okay, like you see, I don't know, Anthony, I haven't met you, but I think there's a time we published an article you did. So reach out, or I'll be able to reach out and we can have that discussion on how to loop in your team as part of She Hacks. Also, I need to know the school so that I can be able to streamline that information. Share the link for WhatsApp. I want to be an ambassador. Hacker, you join the Telegram group. but filling the form, and I'll reach out to you, or I'll just put my email here and you can reach out to me. What are the perks? Do you guys like offer mentorship? Well, what I mean, okay, mentorship, I think how I'll answer that question is yes, but it's not personalized mentorship. What I mean by that, you'll not have, well, we'll be there to give you guidance and mentorship as an ambassador, how like to lead a team and all that, but it's not a hold your hand and step-by-step journey, if that makes sense. What I mean by that, you'll not have a mentor who'll be there like one-to-one every other time, but from the sessions that we have, because again, we don't want you to just hear from us, right? We want you to hear, because we've had people from Africa and beyond. We've had trainers. We invite even recruiters for these Tuesday sessions, the campus edition sessions, like I said, is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So we'll invite all kinds of people, hiring managers, people to review CVs. You know, people will tell you, this CV, for CV you need this and that, for CV you don't need this and that. We'll invite people who hire in managers, people who tell you, when we meet in an interview room, this is what I'm looking for. So we offer mentorship in that regard. I hope that helps. Can the ambassadors run the activities in collaboration? Yes, thank you, John, for asking that. Okay, like right now, I know most schools, if not all schools, have GDSC clubs, and this GDSC, they have the cybersecurity track per se. So we will not tell ambassadors, go work independently, go create your own club, you know, outside GDSC. We have no problem. If you decide to do that in collaboration with other clubs, that's fine. What matters is this specific club will be able to actually target cybersecurity students. So I hope that helps. Share, the Telegram group will be shared. Do we train ourselves as a group, or someone is sent because Jela vizuri? Okay. You'll do trainings as yourselves, because the reason we're saying that is cybersecurity. Let me just give a perspective from the industry. Cybersecurity, even if we decided that SheHacks, we want to, for example, when you have boot camps, right? We can't necessarily feed you everything, like give you from A to Z. Cybersecurity is vast. There's so much to know. And again, we wouldn't want to, when we started 2020, we had a schedule, like a program that for cybersecurity clubs, you have to do introduction, then go to this topic, then go to this topic. And then we noted that was not working, because there are students who will do introduction today, and the next topic, they don't want to do network security the next week, right? They want to do web security, for example. So we decided to make that flexible, that we can offer guidance. Again, we can offer guidance on how to run these sessions, what to start with, what are the topics to look at. But if it gets to doing training, for example, like the weekly trainings, for example, Raphael can imagine, like the lead team, I think about 7. So you can imagine if we went to each university every week to do trainings, it's impossible. And again, we don't want you to be stuck in one place waiting for the SheHacks team to come and do trainings. What we do is we'll do visits. Okay, we can do visits from time to time to the different schools. So I hope that answers the question. And to do the sessions, you don't have to be a pro, like I said. Just let that curiosity and the urge to learn be there. Because again, no one knows everything in this field, that I can assure you of.
Nancy,
Yes,
if I can say something,
sure.
So I'd like to tell you that the campus program is specifically meant for you, as in it was trained, it was built specifically for you. It is a way of bringing like-minded people together. So like you're in school, all of you do ITS, but you notice when you get to maybe second year or third year, you notice you have specific interest in specific fields. Then this is where the SheHacks campus program comes in, because now we are able to plug in as the cybersecurity part. And now if you're interested in cybersecurity, then at least you now have a starting point. It is all self-learning, because it is difficult for us to, or at least as of the moment, it is difficult for us to plan for trainings every single week or every single month for you. But actively involving us in your planning, actively involving us in what is going on, then that will be able to open our eyes and tell us, oh, we can go visit Jaramogi Oginga school because they are doing well and we would like to see their progress. Then that is how you can get our interest going. Yeah, and being an ambassador specifically does not mean you have to be a professional or you have to be the best of the group. It just means you have the leadership skills to stand up and talk to everyone else, like direct the team, tell them today this is what we are doing, tomorrow this is what we are doing, this is the program we have come up with, and you're also the main point of contact with the SheHacks team. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you. I think you have answered that better than I did. So thank you for that. I'll just go through the chats. The captain, Kenya, Rongoyuni, been waiting for this. Yes, finally, we have a group, less of a club. I'm happy to hear that. We look forward to be part of this program. Yeah, we are actually very excited to have you guys as part of us. There's been an ambassador of the club at our school. Make me an ambassador, or is the ambassador the lead of the group? Oh, there's been a member of the club. No. There are members. You can be a member, but they're ambassadors. Ambassadors means you're part of the leadership team for that specific group. So on which group do you share the Tuesday session link? So like I said, I think I'll share that link here in a few, but we do have a form whereby as students you can sign up to do a session. Like I said, to train other students, the entire campus community that we have. So again, that was a way for us to be able to bring you guys together and also give you a platform to share what you know. So I'll share that link to sign up as a trainer. You can sign up. We've not been able to, also for the Tuesday sessions, we alternate. Sometimes we'll have trainers and 1 or 2 times we'll invite a professional, like I said, recruiters, hiring managers, people have like vast experience to share, to tell you guys, how do I get started? You know, like I'm in school now, what's next for me? So I'll share that in a few. I think I'll just do that now so that I don't forget. So we have the trainers group, trainers link, just a minute. Yeah, but I'm open to suggestions, so please continue to share your thoughts in the chat. We're going through that, and Wambiru of myself can answer. So yeah, share that here. Okay. Yeah, that is the second link is for trainers. If you want to train during one of our Tuesday sessions. Do I know what I know on cybersecurity? Self-taught counts a lot. I second that, Scott. I'm the lead group. I'm the lead of a group in Just. We are relatively new. How do we contact you for more information? Okay. Okay, let me just share my email. Email.com. Do you train students on how to excel in technical exams for interviews? Like a technical interview, Stella? I don't know if that's what the question asks. How to excel in technical exam for interviews. Please, maybe you can elaborate on that question. Or if Ambiru, you've got that question, maybe you can answer. Oh, for tech, okay, Ambiru, you can go ahead.
We don't necessarily train you on technical interviews, because technical interviews depend on the organization. You'll go to organization A, the way they handle technical interviews is different to organization B. So there's no standard way of training technical interviews. The one that we help you figure out is CV building, how to respond to general questions that you are asked, such as, what is your goal in the next 5 years? Yeah, so such kind of questions is what we help with. For the technical part, unfortunately, that will be dependent on what you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Raphael, na kama in your school hakuna your club, what will you do? Which school is that? Maybe you can just tell me. I confirm if we have that. Because if not, now we can have further discussions on how to bring that to your school. So you can just reach out to me via email, be able to discuss that. Okay. I don't think we have any other question. Oh, in some schools, we don't have cybersecurity course. Can we still have a She Hacks Club still? Yeah, very possible. Very possible. Yeah, I don't know if there are any other questions or concerns or suggestions. I can just maybe share that here. My email, okay, let me just reshare. Yeah, Kirinyaga is included. We had an ambassador there. I don't know if the team is active or not, but Tony reached out to me. We had a team from there. Can one use the CTF platforms to teach others on cybersecurity? Definitely. Definitely, that's the model. Or but again, I would say for Scott, I know this is KU, so I know you've covered as the KU team, you've covered quite much. So you can dive into CTF. I wouldn't advise CTF for a beginner team, but if that's what you decide, if you feel that model works, yeah. Any other question? Any other question? Question. Please remember to fill in the form, like the two links that I shared. For the trainers, if you want to do a session, we'll communicate when we'll have the next session. We'll have to decide on that as a team. But for the other form, just fill in. Let me do so. Just a minute. Okay, Raphael, the link to the Telegram group has been shared. So we'll currently accommodate you in Telegram for now. So I have shared the link. Please fill in that form because we also want to update the records that we have, because when you're having sessions like the Tuesday sessions, when you have opportunities, we share them on email, and we don't to update in case you're not part of our mailing list. So please fill in that form. Can one, okay, no, I have read that. Can you like host post-campus veterans? But Davin, I don't know what exactly that means. Can we, like, what do you mean by hosts? Like do a session? I hope, I'm not sure if that's what you mean. But if that's the case, yeah, like I said, we always host professionals from time to time. But the Tuesday sessions, we really wanted students to take them up. And but we'll invite professionals from time to time. For example, if we'll do both a blend of technical and non-technical. So at times we'll invite a technical professional, at times we'll invite a non-technical professional, because again, we said we are very important. It's very important for us to have the balance. So we'll have someone do a technical session, a practical session. Then the next, like after 2 weeks, we invite now a HR or a recruiter or something like that. So yeah, I've benefited from your referral and also gained so much being a SheHacks campus ambassador. Thank you. Thank you. We are very humbled as a team. Keep growing and, doing these amazing things. So I don't know if there any other question or a concern. If not, maybe you can just come to the end. Unless maybe Wambiru, you have something to add or something to conclude with.
Personally, I'll just say it's important to take up such opportunities as they allow you to grow. Don't just take it for the sake, maybe because you just want to have the fancy name of a SheHacks campus ambassador. It will mean nothing if you know nothing, So yeah, make sure you put in the effort, make sure you show up for yourself. And you got this. You can follow us on Twitter or on Instagram, on all social media platforms. Anyway, I wish you all a lovely rest of the week and a lovely weekend ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. Maria?
Yes.
Yes, you can share something with the team before we
About
close.
SheHacks has really benefited me, but as Nancy said, I think it's about the networks. I personally am not currently doing security, but I've met a lot of people who worked hard to get where they are, and they share a lot of helpful tips that could help you grow and build your career. So I think it would be very beneficial to join the program if that's what if you're interested in meeting people in the industry, and also just learning practical skills and creating communities where people are into the same things that you're into. So those are the two best reasons. But this has been a good session. I hope Nancy has explained it well, and I've put the Telegram link in the chat for those of you who are interested in getting this updates about our sessions that happen on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and just job opportunities that are shared in the groups. Please feel free to join before the session ends. And if you don't, just inbox me on Instagram or Twitter and I'll send you the link personally. But thank you again for attending this tonight's session.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Like Maria has said, in case you have any blockers or you want further assistance, feel free to reach out to us via social media platforms. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can be notified anytime we go live. Yeah, so thank you so much, everyone, and have a lovely night. It's SheHacks KE across all platforms. Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining.